Alright, welcome back to pycse. Today I'm going to talk about an introductory topic of comparison operators. And this is a lead-in to a future video where we talk about conditional structures and how we can control the program flow. But to get there we need to have a better understanding of what Boolean variables are and how to do comparisons. So there's a couple of examples that are shown up here. For example, is 6 greater than 4? Then we would need a way to programmatically determine if that's true. Or is 6 equal to 4? You know it's not, and so that's something that should evaluate to false. And 6 is not equal to 4 is shown here. So those are a couple of examples of comparison operators. Let's just go ahead and write out which ones there are and what they do. So the first one is we'll do is equals. So to say is some variable equal to another variable, we use two equal signs, and that's to separate it from a single equal sign that is used for assignment. We can also ask if something's not equal, and we use exclamation equal. We can see if something is greater. That's this one. And if something is less, that's this one. We can do greater than or equal, like this. And of course we can do less than or equal, like this. And those are the main, maybe the only important comparison operators that I know of anyway, and that we use on a regular basis. So what I'll do next is illustrate some examples of how to use them and what comes out of them. So let's just use some numbers first. So let's see, is 4 equal to 4? That evaluates to true, and we could even say store that in a variable called answer, and then if we look at it, answer will be equal to true. All right, that's one simple one. Could we say 4 not equal to 4? That should be false because it's actually true. Let's see, these are integers, so that's pretty straightforward. Let's see what happens if we try 4 equals to 4.0. Now this works out to be true. Let's see if it's equal to 16 divided by 4. That's also true. The reason I'm pointing it out is you sometimes have to be a little bit careful with this equals comparison when you have float numbers, because floats can't be represented exactly, and they don't always result in true here. All right, so those are the equals and not equals. Let's look at the greater than. So is 4 greater than 5? That's going to evaluate to false. And is 4 greater than 3? That will be true. How about 4 greater than or equal to 3? That's also true. And 4 greater than or equal to 4? That's true. And 4 greater than or equal to 5 is false. All right, we can flip that and make it less than, and now that's true. And if we change this to 4, that's going to evaluate to true. And if I change this to 3, then it evaluates to false. All right, so those are the comparison operators. We have equal, not equal, greater, less, greater than or equal, and less than or equal that are in here. And these are shorthand. Some of them could be combined with logical operators, which we haven't talked about, but you could literally have a not equal in here, or you could have greater than or equal to, as it's described here. In another video, we'll talk about logical operators and see how we could combine all of those to duplicate these operators. Okay, so these are the kinds of expressions that you'll see in conditional statements. So we might say, let's look at if we stored these in variables. If A is equal to 4 and B is equal to 3, you might later want to say something like if A is greater than B, then we'll do something. That's going to be the topic of a future video, and this video is really just to set the stage for how to think about what goes in this, this little portion here. So that's it for comparison operators, and thanks for coming, and we'll see you next time.